Next up on our list, the Cyhawk game. Iowa State, and Ari, I got to admit, when I was watching the Iowa highlights, if we can call them that, from their season opener, my fear that my Mark Gronowski prediction, the bold prediction that Mark Gronowski will make Iowa a playoff contender this year. I'm scared, Ari. I don't know. The guy won the Walter Payton Award at South Dakota State. It's the FCS equivalent of the Heisman. I've seen videos of him throwing the ball well, like not the one 5-yard out that everybody in Iowa went crazy after. The ones of him when he was at South Dakota State making great throws in games. Like, what is it when you walk into the practice field in Iowa City that makes you stop being able to do that?
Yeah, we talked about overreactions to week one, and
this is me overreacting to week one.
And I did too. I think in the second, 8 for 15 for 44 yards is, that's bad.
They were playing Albany, the Danes.
So I've been chomping at the bit. Is that the word, chomping or chomping?
It would be chomping. You could be champing at the bit. You could be chomping at the bit. The bit's in your mouth, so you're probably chomping on it.
Okay. But I think it's actually spelled in AP style with an A, so I always confused me. To pick Iowa in this spot, and I knew I was going to pick Iowa in this spot before last week, and I'm not going to overreact to week one. I wonder if there is a 2-week hangover for Iowa State. You saw what happened to Kansas State, right? With the week after Farmageddon, they almost lost to
South Dakota.
South Dakota. And by almost lost, meaning
not South Dakota State.
Yeah, last second touchdown to try to take the lead there. And I think that Iowa State has looked very impressive in this.
I'm sorry, Iowa State beat South Dakota.
It was North Dakota, wasn't
the Kansas State. Now I'm blanking on who Kansas State almost lost to.
I think it was North Dakota.
North Dakota, that's right. Not North Dakota State, mind you.
Yeah, North Dakota.
Yeah, it's North Dakota.
I wonder if it's going to catch up to them in a rivalry game. Now, Iowa State's at home, and they're laying 3. This game always seems to be low scoring. It always seems to be the epitome of what Big Ten West football used to look like. And I'm going to take the points here. I think that Iowa is probably better offensively than what we saw last week. They got the jitters out of their system. They got another week to prepare and build off of what they saw out there, which was not very good. But I think in a game that might have 20 total points scored, I'll take the 3 and roll my dice with that. I mean, over under 41.5. I'll probably take the under there too.
I'm going to take the quarterback, and not the one I was predicting, because I need to see Mark Gronowski do it at Iowa before I can believe again. But I've seen Rocco Becht do it over and over again. So
I love what you're doing here in trying to take the opposite side of every game that I'm doing.
I'm not trying to.
You're either going to be way ahead or buried by the time this week is over.
No, there are things that we'll agree on, but I didn't have a strong feeling on Duke, Illinois, other than Illinois looked very good right out of the gate, and Brett Bielema tends to be a very consistent coach. So that's where I was there. Panini is, of course, the makers of the most collectible sports cards on the planet and sports memorabilia. They've got a whole exclusive Arch Manning collection that's on their website right now. They've got an Ohio State team box set that's really cool. Go to PaniniAmerica.net to start your collection. Ari, show us a little bit of what you got.
I don't have any nukes in front of me.
But
I have some interesting cards that aren't worth that much, but are still fun to have. For instance, I have a Sam Bradford auto sitting right here. Remember Sam Bradford?
I remember Sam Bradford.
You do.
We're going to talk Oklahoma later. I got a Julian Sayin prism break right here. Julian Sayin, of course, made his first start for Ohio State, and he won against Arch Manning. So
here's
how about that?
Jim Harbaugh orange out of 2024 Prism Deca in his Chargers uniform. That's numbered to 49. And I got this one in the mail today. Let me go get it real quick. It's right here. My favorite thing about going out of town and returning to town is my wife rolling her eyes at me as she hands me all the packages that came for me while I was gone. And there were 50 of them. This is a Cracked Ice, Marvin Harrison, Contenders Optic rookie card numbered to 22. I got it to PSA and it got an 8, and I'm disappointed about that. But maybe we'll crack it and try again. Beautiful card. This is my obsession, and I've been talking to the guys at Panini. I'm like, hey, bud, send the product because we haven't gotten any yet. Send it to me. But I'd love to,
They're going to send it to you. You're buying plenty, so
it's true. Why would they send it to me? I'm already using 50% of my check on it.
Exactly.
My wife would say wasting, but she doesn't get it. Okay.
That's exactly right. You understand. So go to PaniniAmerica.net. Start your collection today. Here, Rocco Becht, my biggest question going into the Farmageddon game in Dublin was, what are you going to do without Higgins and Noel? Because those guys were awesome. And they could have completely fallen apart offensively without them. But they didn't. And Rocco Becht, when he needed to, could get you first downs with his legs. They got Carson Hansen going in the second half of that game. Abu Samaz had great games in the past. Like, I think they could be kind of more like what you expect Iowa to be if Iowa had competent quarterback play. And so I think that's why I'm going with Iowa State in this game.
Yeah, Iowa has basically dominated the series, and I'm already back to 2013, and I'm trying to figure out the last time they lost this game by more than 3. So I'm already at 2000.
It's close, yeah. It's always close.
And like the last 3 times they lost, the last 4 times now they lost was by 3 on the nose. Like every time they lose to them, it's by 3. So I'll take the 3, even if they lose, we'll push. But this game, I'm back at 2007 now. They have not lost. They lost to Iowa State by 2 in 2007. 2006, they won. I mean, they're like
2005. Really, Iowa State won 23-3. That's the one you're looking for.
It's been 20 years since Iowa has lost this game by more than 3, and I think they've only lost 4 or 5 times since. So, I think that you are smart in that. I would take Rocco Becht, who I believe is maybe one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks in all of college football. But I'm going to buy the European hangover, and I'm going to take Iowa, and I think maybe even outright to win the game. But I'm going to take the 3 to be safe because I want to win this competition with you.
All right, I got the Cyclones. Rocco Becht, do not let me down.
Point. You should get an extra half point if you pick a money line. Like, I want to give you another half point for picking Miami money line the other day.
For Miami money line, that's a good question. We should. There should be something that you get extra, or maybe a tiebreaker. Like whoever gets more money lines, it wins the tiebreaker. If there's that can be our tiebreaker.
I mean, you do get my words of affirmation. That was a good pick.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Awesome. I needed that. That would have been really bad if Notre Dame had come back and won that game, and you were 3 games ahead of me.
Yeah. It's okay. There's plenty of time for me to blow you out, but it was a good, it was a good pick.
All right.